snapping. In the field with the place on Madden. So many people Sunday magic. Lose not again, lose not again. Banging on the chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those.
Where you going? Home. Where's home? Place where I
time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the place, y'all Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the place, y'all Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
You gotta protect me. Ooh, 'cause it gets so loud on my side.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller. And balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shepherd. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors say your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce
I'm gonna give it to you. You go.
no blood. Guaranteed, back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, then they help me.
I've been there, motherfucker.
In the mirror, oversold. Call me Reasonite, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't. Cough drop, tell them hard for their help.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one who put it down. The light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games or swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got Only your dread hate.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's here to switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
It's the business. West Coast rocking the Timberlands. Deep up in the trenches. It's no different. Fourth and inches. I'm taking care of lick and handle business. I got it down. She real vicious. Bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. Nonsense. Got the same way you're working on content. But with that gang, make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick rig I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started out finished to me in the game.
And now next dog makes the cut. It's a hard hit by Kowski who knocks it down. 2 yards short, and Fields is still down.
Put me in the game. They put me in.
Fields has time. Launches downfield. It's the
Outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Lawrence. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. Cincinnati scores. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, Long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score 7, Vikings nothing.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Kamara up the middle. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage. Back at this.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Davis.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Arrest on domestic violence and battery charges. 1 week.
2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Got her ass. I just got some top roller big leg. I got something. This bitch that just sold like a pass.
To break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to see that.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Come on, man.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love got zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball.
Touchdown, Bengals! Michael Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Johnson on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing Jones. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do, and you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 37-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence steps away. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Mixon on the carry. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bengals 21, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. 49 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the ready.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Mixing up the middle. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. From the 36, Lawrence. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 41, Lawrence. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Again, he finds Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Then with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega right side. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Santos' kick is up and through. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
After the sack on first down, Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. John Johnson with the INT. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Malik Hooker. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks it right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward.
Oh my gosh, he can't be stopped, bro.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. With a 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. A handoff to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. How about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, this is Kamara. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game. For a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Larson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing Jones, rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Jones, off play action. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Yo, bro, if you guys get this off, get out my face! Yo, bro, if you guys get this off, get out my face! Yo, bro, if you guys get this off, get out my face!
So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now as the big backs up through every play of this contest and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over
I'm playing the game before I go to
left
practice.
to go in the game. Second down, and it's Kamara.
I gotta try to get some extra tickets.
Not much of an opening there as he's only
I gotta try and get some extra tickets.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds.
You gotta recognize I can't get that many
A
tickets.
nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Okay. All right, love you.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Jones looking around.
On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
The CD always a little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Minnesota, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1.
Hey, DJ Moscow, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home victory straight out the